to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Yeah. Last time we got to Dargonis and the Administratum Palace for their seal and stuff we have to do for Jay's quest. And we've been waiting patiently in line, helping people do and deal with their issues. We've given Argenta time to go and preach to the people and give a good word. But we're still waiting, because this takes forever, because politics, of course. So we're going to try to keep continuing. I also did try to turn up my mic a little bit. If you guys want it louder or so, just let me know. I did notice in some videos it's kind of quiet, but hopefully this will help. If you want, you can always turn it down and stuff, of course. But this is just in case I was too quiet, even on like max volume. Anywho, I guess we'll use Urliet as well. I don't want to because that's kind of gross, but Alantok, I will do this, but only because you helped me leave Janus. If any Monkai tries to touch me, I will end them as ruthlessly as one uproots a weed. Get a load of this freak, are we serious? And she's pickpocketing him. Okay. Such humiliation for a child of Azurion, to do nothing but be a beast for Monkai to gawp at. Look at it this way, my pointy-eared and elegant Xeno friend. You have gained more intimate knowledge of the Imperium's culture, and I have got us a ticket that puts us a few places ahead in the queue. I didn't steal it, I simply swapped it with ours when no one was looking. We've moved forward considerably in the queue, but you aren't ready to stop there, are you? I'm not gonna scare them. I'm not gonna shoot them either. Address a tender-hearted man. May the Emperor illuminate your path, brother. I am Jay, and this is Ignatius II. We've been in the queue so long already, we're practically family now. Won't you tell us what brought you to the Palace of Order? I was wondering, because I didn't notice this the first time, but I went back and I was like, hey, wait a second, this guy is named for some reason, and I couldn't interact with him, but that's because I can now. Eh? Yes, light of the throne bless you. My name is Manas de Pyre. I have been here a month already. I've tried everything I can to get through to the window. Nothing working. My poor Elena, she's my daughter, my flesh and blood. They detained her on Phaeobos 6, charged her. Can you believe it? The charges were false. That's how our Administratum operates. I've said too much. I do apologize. It's my nerves. I just keep thinking about her there on Phaeobos. Shackled down in the mines. My poor Elena. As delicate as a flower she is. She's got weak lungs, you understand. Always coughing, and her now down in the mines. All that dust and muck. She won't cope with it. She won't. She was acquitted 2 years ago, but to get the papers certified and the seal, so much time has passed, and now here I am, standing, waiting. It doesn't matter. At this rate, this queue's moving. It'll be 10 years, or 10 cycles or more before our numbers come up. What was she accused of? Falsely accused. She was slandered. They said she deliberately poisoned a whole room of hive-born folk with cakes. Have you ever heard of the like of it? These nobles didn't even make as far as the privy. Panic, outrage, scandal, and so what? It was their own fault, that's what. A crate of fine Calixian wine was found. Ha! And the smugglers were found too. And what did the smugglers do? They framed someone else, and my daughter was charged. Of course, blame the smugglers. I do not think she would mind if the... sorry, but if you do not... Why don't I simply pay you and you give me your place in the queue? I'm not gonna be like, oh, I bet she won't mind. You, what? Deal, of course, I'll give you my place. My poor Elena, delicate little flower, will need the money, yeah, for her recuperation. Not as smoothly done as it could have been, but you certainly have a style all your own, Shireen. What now? My number's finally called out. Finally. Well, that went faster than expected. We had a bit of a wait, of course, but at times it was actually fun. One last seal, one more certification, and you'll be looking at official trade representative Jay Haydari. What are you waiting for, Shireen? Let's go. We have another couple hours with the certification officer to get through. Oh my god. I could never be a politician. There's just so much red tape to cut through, especially here. The document is hereby certified. Return to the Master of Seals in order to proceed, and may his light and wisdom guard you. Next.
I won't tolerate weakness!
Finally, get me out of here. Holy cow. What's this money? Some adamantine for profit. I'm at 98? I didn't know I was that high. I'll take it. Doesn't look like anything else to grab, so... Where's the exit? I don't even remember. Exit's here, to the left. Yeah. Get me out of here. Took me 20 hours, but here you go. The Temple of Law and Order greets you. You have returned with all the necessary paperwork, I presume? Here are all the seals placed by a certification officer. Wonderful. The Emperor blessed you with patience greater than that apportioned to ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents for the final time. Yes, confirmed. Everything is in order, and this one. This seal is smudged slightly. Void scorpions scratch out my eyes. Now what? I suppose I can overlook it, given that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, Jay Hidari. You are now the holder of the Mercantum Tabula Officiale. Do not forget to repeat the certification process every 100 Terran years. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the world of the Coronis Expanse. And one more thing. Loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression, Mistress Hidari. Lose the original document and you will be unable to regain your status as an official trade representative. Not even with the Rogue Trader's endorsement. Yes, esteemed Damar. Give me the certificate already. Come on. Praise the Exalted One who saw me through all these trials, Shireen. This is something to tell the grandchildren about. How a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the Damar any longer, Shireen. Why don't we discuss our next steps on the ship?
Follow my lead!
Get me out of here! I'll talk to her when I go back on the ship, but for now, we're gonna go to the palace first because there's several things we gotta do. We gotta talk to a representative here, I'm pretty sure. I guess I'll figure out when I land there. I think there's a representative we have to meet from a planet. And then we also have to talk to the new DLC character for what are they called? The Adeptus Arbites. Arbites, however you say it. See map. Doesn't look like anything here, but I'll keep looking just in case. You never know. I love seeing the fortifications it becomes on the side. That's cool. I can't talk to her here. Kiava Gamma people. Yep. We should have Kiava Gamma, Janus, and the other place. What was it called? Oh no, Darkonis. That's the third place, which we're on. Maybe have some Void Hammer. What was it called? Cult of the Hammer? Cult of... Yeah. Got those people plus the other guys. The settlers, whatever you want to call those people. Refugees. Alrighty, where are we going? Looks like there's everything in the main room. We got it. There's Rosarian. Oh yeah, we had to meet the Orselios because for some reason. Your Lordship, because they turned on us for some reason, they're like, hey, you stole our navigator even though she willingly came with us and people were there to confirm that, but okay. What about the meeting with the navigators of House Orselio? Allow me to report the esteemed navigators of House Orselio have taken residence in the guest estate and await a meeting with you. How would you like to receive them? Make arrangements for a reception worthy of the refined taste. Let's make arrangements, sure. Get on better grounds than we already are. Understood. Would you like to hold this meeting shortly? I still have to do something. Yeah, and then there's the Arbites delegation there. You guys have anything new to say? No? There's 3 people here, unless it's this guy. The merchant, which it might be. Okay. Let's have that meeting then. Then I'll have the messengers sent to retrieve the esteemed guests. We need Cassia. Well, yeah, everyone's good here. I was debating switching Yurliet for Killux, but I think he's fine. We don't need a Inquisitor there. Hello there. Regent Aranto Orselio, esteemed delegate from the road trader von Valencia's protectorate, welcomes you. Come this way, please. That's the way I talk. See if this goes well. Hopefully they don't try to murder me or steal Cassio away. The esteemed representatives of the Navis nobility have arrived at the road trader's court, the regent of the great house Orselio Aranto. Orselio. I don't know why I'm facing my throne. His companions, Lady Glyceria Orselio, Navigator Lesso Seaman, and his intended bride, Lady Navigator Alexandria. Lady... Oh. That's too big of names for me to read that fast. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. On behalf of House Orselio, we would like to express our immense satisfaction at this meeting and our gratitude for the warm welcome. Yep, so happy about that. It pleases us to know that we are still lords in the Coronis Expanse who observe etiquette and the traditions of hospitality. And yet this is not why we are here. Our grace is obliged to note how much the rogue trader has done for House Orselio by protecting its beloved child. We wait for many turns to behold her radiant visage. Come now, child, there is much we need to discuss. Go ahead. I'm not going to speak for her. She has her own ring. Esteemed Regent, it pleases me to see the gleaming sheen of gold and turquoise above your brow. It is thanks to the efforts of the rogue trader that I stand here today, and there is so much I want to tell you, but what is it you desire to hear most? We know what happened at the station, child. Your connection to the Atlas has grown so strong we felt the turmoil in your soul, and the events that transpired have shaken us. The House Orselio is deeply grateful to the rogue trader for the destruction of the saboteurs, and we are willing to reciprocate such a magnanimous gesture. We trust that a treaty of friendship and alliance underpinned by the transfer of several artifacts of exceeding rarity will suffice. Now come, child. It is time we depart for your new home so that we may finish what we started. Wait a second. Yeah, it's just... You took Theobald Orselio's side, yeah. Esteemed Regent, perhaps I could continue my education while still accompanying the rogue trader on his travels. Just imagine how much I could learn beyond the bounds of... Cassie, I would be honored if you decide to stay. Unthinkable.
Don't just stand there. Help the rogue trader defend the child in the palace.
Traitors?
Down with Tisiphone's tyranny! Kill the god!
Bro.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Death to his enemies!
Okay, so one of them turned. Interesting. I think this is best because I can get a line of sight on pretty much everything. So I'll stay up there. Abelard will go here. Pascal can go here to shoot the group. Juliet can take cover back here. Should be a good line of sight there. take cover here. Cassia can get a good eye view here. Here. Let's make Abelard. No, we can't see him. Can I see anybody in my party?
Not my specialty.
I might have to move forward then.
My tactics are flawless.
Sure.
All too easy.
Do that, and that. We'll give you a turn. I think you can gaze at them. It might hurt Abelard a little bit, but that's fine. Front line here.
Suits my purposes.
Back line back here for her.
Already done.
And then we'll give you a turn. Oh, you can't see that many. Okay. I'll do that.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And then there.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And then
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I shall not fear.
I guess I can't see them because someone's in front of me or something. So
Not a problem for me.
this will help.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs? If only that were possible.
Quick, quick!
Onward!
He might die.
Don't
That's not
touch
good.
me!
These guys are kind of weak.
If it serves your cause.
Carrot bounty.
This
Your
tedium is
bounty.
beneath me.
Is there anybody else I can see? I don't think so. Somehow.
If I... No weakness is hidden from my sight. If it serves your cause.
follow my lead.
Get him. Nice.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! I'll do it.
Recoil up the wazoo, but...
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I must not falter.
There goes
My faith
another one.
strengthens me.
I thought you guys were
Emperor,
supposed to be
protect me.
navigators. Why are you using chainswords instead of staffs?
Break their morale.
I guess that will be a little too OP.
I am a savant. Destruction.
I think my best move is just go here and blow everyone up. First we do this.
My vow is to serve significant value.
That works. And then I'm gonna go here.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
That. I'm gonna try to heal you.
Request denied. Flesh is weak.
There we go. No, I won't be able to get both of these guys. You know what? I'll just buff everyone.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Weapon at the ready.
How'd you miss? You had one job.
Indeed.
Activate calculate fury algorithm.
Victory is
Do more
imminent.
damage to you.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one. I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
High momentum.
My time is now.
Request approved. Running binary override. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. Request approved.
Just gonna stack everything on him, I guess.
My vow is to serve.
I'll kill them though. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Running binaric overwriting function successfully terminated.
I'll do this push remover. Or not.
Request approved. Running binaric vulnerability analysis successful.
Listen to her. Nah. Let's kill her, bruh. Okay,
I'll lay
where
claim to the
is-
stars.
There's one more back here. I was just seeing what's all available. A lot of blinding grenades for later, I guess.
State your... Do you
I'm always ready.
color the
Let me quickly-
uncolored?
Just in case. Okay, I didn't know if it was a skill increase. Since you can only use stabs, none of these will probably help. Swift movements would give you more movement, but I don't think that's what you want. What about a characteristic increase to intelligence, which I think is good for stabs? Yeah. There you go.
Doubt is for the weak.
Mercy. Nah. Rogue Trader, whether on purpose or out of ignorance, you are harboring a monster that is cunningly pretending to be an innocent maid. Spare me, and I, Alina Hateria Orselio, will swear to tell you the whole truth about the madness that is devouring House Orselio like a malignant tumor. Do not let the Regent deceive you with his honeyed lies, lest the cursed child ruin your protectorate as well. You'll be put on trial. Because I'm going to be fair at least. Thank you. You probably don't deserve one, but I feel like everyone should at least be heard out. I, Elena Hateria of House Orselio, swear to tell the Rogue Trader nothing but the truth. May the God Emperor be my witness. Pathetic. Silence. With all due respect, House Orselio has hardly covered itself in glory thus far today. It is time its representatives answered before the Rogue Trader. Regent Oronto, representatives of your house made an attempt on Lady Cassia's life and attacked a Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader, House Orselio humbly asks for your lenience and forgiveness. We could not even imagine these vile rats could be scurrying among our ranks. As for them sneaking into the Rogue Trader's palace and staging an unthinkable crime, God Emperor be our witness, the accursed renegades seek to spark a feud between our houses. Be that as it may, you are responsible for the actions of your people. Give me one. How do I know your words are not just another trap? We are ready to tell you everything we know so that the misunderstanding can be remedied as quickly as possible. Tell me more about these renegades. They are madmen who seek to destroy the centuries-old traditions of our great house, so carefully nurtured by the previous novator, Tisphany Orselio. They deem the century of her rule a tyranny, and our most sacred relic a curse that must be destroyed. Fools. If the Atlas were to be destroyed, the whole of Orselio would follow it into oblivion. Why do they seek to destroy the house's relic? They dread its power, for only a novator can fully grasp the mysteries and harness the power of the Starway Atlas. What the renegades call a leash, we call a guiding star. Why are people trying to kill Lady Cassia? Everyone in the house knows the child is the keeper of the one true Starway Atlas, which once belonged to our great innovator, Titsphany Orselio. The ungrateful wretches secretly hated her grace, and when Titsphany abdicated her responsibilities and set off for parts unknown, they staged a revolt to destroy her successor. Does she really carry Titsphany's atlas? We believe it with all our heart. The novator spent many cycles on the world where the child was born. It is said that everyone who witnessed the miracle of her birth simultaneously departed for a destination known only to the novator. Titsphany gave the order and followed them soon after, leaving her precious gift, the atlas, to Cassia, and therefore marking her as her successor. It looks like House Orselio has fallen on hard times. To call your statement false would be a lie. For many years we managed to maintain the fragile balance within our house, but then the novator's departure shook the faith of many. The treasury is empty, the navigators are scattered, the warp routes are scrambled, and many of our allies cannot be reached, which is why it is so important to complete the child's education. It is Cassia's duty to take Titsphany's place and lead the house to prosperity. Such is her great destiny. What do you know about Cassia's unbridled power? A special gift for a special child. She was born with it and grew up under its influence. The instability sometimes hampered her education, but we learned to prevent most outbursts. As long as the child remains calm and remains in seclusion, the powers cannot take hold of her mind. I've heard enough. Okay, so I can ask him again if I forget. Lady Alina, what do you have to say in your defense? I do not know what it is you wish to learn, but I will start from the very beginning. A long time ago, Titsphany ascended to the throne of Orselio. She was a daring novator who brought part of the house to the expanse, hoping to strengthen our position in the Imperium. The house prospered, but Titsphany was never satisfied. She went mad in her pursuit of power, seeking more influence, more control, and she saw enemies everywhere, even among her loyal followers. Paranoia was slowly driving Titsphany insane, and one day she created the Starway Atlas, a relic that is implanted in our bodies at birth, a noose around our necks, our gift and our damnation. Titsphany used the Atlas to control us, subdue our will, and mold our thoughts. If anyone put a toe out of line, she killed them with a glance. At first, many branches of House Orselio tried to resist her tyranny, and Titsphany cut them down with extreme brutality. For example, the entire Setala branch was destroyed simply because its leaders asked too many questions about the Atlas and wanted to know the truth behind its creation. What else is Titsphany guilty of? Titsphany's madness weakened the dynasty, and not long ago the novator vanished. And indeed, her loyal followers lie when they say she chose to retire. The truth is that no one knows the truth. I hope she is rotting away on one of her secret worlds. I understand her transgressions, but what does this have to do with Cassia? Titsphany passed her atlas on to the successor before fleeing the house to a newborn child. We could not surrender the throne to the tyrant's creature. Titsphany was cunning and treacherous. She must have hatched the entire plan beforehand, her disappearance, the child, the transfer of the leash. We feared that one day she would be reborn in Cassia's body, and we could not let that happen. You called Cassia a monster because of Titsphany's atlas? Largely, yes, but there is more. Have you never felt pure, unadulterated disgust while standing close to her? Or perhaps fury or fear? Who but a monster would manipulate the minds and feelings of others, even more so than Titsphany herself did? Why didn't you attack before? Why now? Titsphany has always had plenty of opponents, but we were afraid to trust one another. Any of us could be spying for her followers. We saved our strength and dealt the first blow 5 years after the heir was born, striking at one of the estates on Ear T6. But the girl survived, and Regent Oronto hid her so far away and guarded so thoroughly it took us another 13 years to find her. And then another 2 to get into the Regent's good graces and reach Uric 5. Now Cassia is in the spotlight, and the House Council is about to put her on the throne. Surely there is no better time to cut off the serpent's head. So you admit Oronto was not aware to the assassination attempt? Regent Oronto is guilty of mass killings, intimidation, inhuman torture, abetting Titsphany, and raising her heir. His crimes are many, but this one is not among them. I'd love to see his head on the chopping block, but honor prohibits me from slandering him in a trial before the rogue trader. Lady Cassia, you two are an injured party in this. What would you do in my place? If I may speak, so many dirty colors have poured from the mouths of these present that I feel covered in filth from head to toe. I, as the future Novator, I want to bleach them, purify them, and let them go. Heed me. I am the one to blame for what happened today, and I accept full responsibility for the actions of my house. Vile wretch, who do you think you are? Will you now start killing those who have displeased you as Titsphany did before? Hear us, child. This burden is too heavy for your shoulder alone. You are not yet ready. I implore you to settle this conflict. I offer the rogue trader a 100-year contract with House Orselio, committing us to chartering the shortest and safest routes for the Von Valancius Protectorate within the Coronis expanse. I will also remain aboard the rogue trader's vessel and assist him until he decides otherwise, or until duty to the house summons me to the Novator's seat. What are you going to do to Lady Alina? The esteemed regent will put Lady Alina and her people in one of our family's galls. She is a House Orselio navigator, after all. There is no need for our precious blood to be spilled. Thank you, I shall consider. I want to see what else. I accept. Sign a contract and navigators will be free to leave Dargonis. I do the judgment. I execute them. I'm not getting in. I'll take her offer. I don't want to kill anybody. Technically they should be killed, but like, it's not my call. She's not part of my protectorate, so. Thank you. I mean, rogue trader. So be it. We failed to notice that our child had grown up and become strong. You may stay with the rogue trader until the house summons you. His influence is anomalous, but it has served to bring out blessed Titsphany's most precious talent, the talent of leadership. Rogue trader, we are now bound by the terms of the contract. Your representatives may contact House Orselio at any time, and we will respond. And one more thing. Protect the child like the apple of your eye. Remember that you have the future Novator of the Navis Nobilite of House aboard your vessel. Will do. Thank you, my good sir. Well, that was something. I have to go to Valstone after this, and then make our way north. But let's now do the Arbites or Arbites? Sorry, Arbites. Arbites delegation. These guys are like space police, from what I know.
Proctor Exactant, Solomon Anthar, I greet you on behalf of the Adeptus Arbites.
Damn. This guy seems cool.
Thank you for responding to my request, Rogue Trader. I am here on the orders of Marshal Strax to ask for your help. We are in pursuit of a tithe thief. We must board the thief's ship, execute the heretic for his crimes, and return the sacred tribute to the protection of the Adeptus Arbites. The reward for your assistance in this matter will be the thief's frigate, the Heartless, which we will capture in the course of the mission.
The Heartless, that's cool. Greetings, Vector. You did the right thing coming to me.
I hear the words of the true heir of Lady Theodora, and the promise of swift retribution against heretics.
What was the nature of the arrangement between the Arbites and Theodora?
Your predecessor made a formal alliance with us. She provided us with a headquarters on Dargonis and supported us in the collection and guarding of the Imperial tithe on several occasions. We, in turn, assisted Lady Theodora in enforcing the law on the worlds under her control.
Was this tithe stolen from my domain?
From Rykad Minoris. The tithe ship departed shortly before the world fell and has not been in contact since. Our investigation revealed that the ship was plundered and destroyed. I already know the name and approximate location of the culprit.
Why have you approached me in not Winterscale? Rykad Minoris was his world.
I did, and I was rebuffed. As Rogue Trader Winterscale rightly pointed out, from the moment of the tithe's collection, responsibility for it transfers to the Adeptus Arbites. He also noted that the loss of a world is not an inconsiderable detriment to his protectorate, and he has no intention of expending resources to recover something that no longer belongs to him. Under similar circumstances in the past, our arrangement would have obliged us to turn to Lady Theodora. She was a key figure in supporting the Lex Imperialis in the Coronis Expanse.
Well, where's the Marshal? Why send a protector with this request?
Marshal Strax is not in Dargonis at present, so he appointed me to speak on his behalf. Time is of the essence when there is a heretic to catch. I am sure he will present himself to you as soon as he returns to your capital world.
So you've lost the ship and you want someone else to solve your problem?
The ship was not lost, it was stolen. If breaking the law were an impossibility, there would be no Adeptus Arbites. In the Calixis sector, our forces would have caught up with that heretic by now and brought him to justice. But the arbitrators here do not have such resources. However, we can still requisition vessels, but there is no ship on footfall with augurs powerful enough to track down the heretic. Your flagship, on the other hand, boasts advanced technology and impressive firepower. I assure you, if there were a suitable vessel at the docks, I would not be troubling you with this matter.
What does the stolen tithe entail?
Resources that every world is under obligation to relinquish for the good of the Imperium. In the case of Rykad Minoris, they include the ceramited explosive reagents produced on Rykadi Philia, armor glass, medical supplies, and guardsmen. A living tithe to be recruited into the regiments of the Astra Militarum. Cargo like that is particularly dangerous in the hands of heretics, as it can be easily converted into wealth or used for military purposes.
Yeah, especially since they can use people as portals and stuff for demons. It's an impressive dog you have.
Do not mistake, this is an attempt at bargaining, but I promise you, if you agree to help us, you will see how truly impressive Galato is in action.
Galato, even though there's not A before that. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a Glacio. No, it's not Glacio. Galato. It's a Galato. Anyway. It was poor form for a rogue trader to refuse to help servants of the law.
It is not for me to judge the Emperor's anointed, not least when I cannot fault his reasoning.
I'll help.
I suggest we move to a more private location where we can provide you with the case files.
Got it.
Captain Sargona and his flagship, the Heartless, are concealed in Mundus Nullius. The exact location can only be determined with your ship's augurs when we enter the system. The Heartless is escorted by a small flotilla. You'll need to neutralize it in order to capture the frigate. Our BT strike teams will land on the upper deck, while your boarding party handles the remaining bays. My squad of arbitrators will take on the most difficult and dangerous part of the operation. The ultimate goal is to capture the captain's bridge and interrogate and execute Sargona.
Sounds cool. Tell me more about the ship you were promising me.
The Heartless is the enemy flagship. It has been corrupted with inhuman technology, but you have the necessary resources to purge it of Xenos filth and make it serve the Imperium once more. Even if you don't wish to own a ship previously crewed by pirates, you will have prospective buyers lining up to take it off your hands.
Fair enough.
I'm no expert on ships, but when I questioned the captains on Footfall about the Heartless, they were almost salivating as they listed its virtues.
Well, another ship to my fleet wouldn't hurt. So you're offering me a ship that I have to capture myself? Not much of a deal.
What I am offering is the coordinates of your future trophy and a team of arbitrators to help you take the vessel. You will be enriched, and you will be continuing the alliance formed by Lady Theodora with the Adeptus Arbites. It is for you to judge the value of this opportunity.
I mean... Alright, then, counter-argument, I get the ship, and you join my entourage at the same time.
I do not have the power to choose my assignments, Rogue Trader. However, if the mission is successful, the Marshal is unlikely to refuse to deploy me as your escort.
I need more information about the thief.
Stein, transfer the latest data. Bryce, hologram. This one has the complete file.
Give me a rundown of Sargona.
He is a former privateer and a fugitive psyker. At one time, he was involved in the coal trade and the supply of Xenos mercenaries, but his pirate habits got the better of him, and he started robbing his associates. Now, even among the criminal rabble, he is known as a nasty piece of work. Something of an achievement, you will agree. Sargona is cunning, cruel, and unpredictable.
Study the file. Sentence Guido Sargona, homeworld unknown, psyker speciality, pyromancy. Formerly sanctioned, abandoned his post on a privateer ship and joined the pirates. Confirmed links to the Casbilica, Xenos, alleged heretic cults. Also implicated in at least 15 attacks on trading vessels. Status alive. Study the hologram. Image is something to be desired. We can make the criminals surfeit of augments and sumptuous clothing. How are you so well informed?
Shortly after the fall of Rakad Manoris, I questioned the Liege of Footfall. He supplied me with exhaustive information about Sargona and his ship, and gave the arbitrators full access to the docks. I suspect Takara's compliance stems from some bad blood between him and Sargona. Scum-eating scum. Nothing new there.
True.
As you wish.
Any tactical recommendations for the assault?
The task is relatively simple. Kill all enemies we encounter, and not let them kill us. Sargona must be taken alive for questioning, but I and my team will handle that. There is one other thing. The following call signs will be used for Vox communication during the mission. You will be RT1, and I will be DX1. I also request you use RBT sign language throughout. Non-verbal commands are faster than speaking and will allow us to catch our target unawares. Here is a short list.
Okay, study the list. There are 24 basic commands from head nods to combinations of hand gestures. Everything you need to quickly and efficiently communicate enemy position and numbers, and even coordinate joint attacks. What do these mean?
DX1 means I am in command of the Delta Xi Squad. It's one of our standard designations for strike teams in the Expanse. RT1 is you, the Rogue Trader and leader of the Rho Theta Squad. For a short mission like this one, these identifiers should suffice.
Nah, I'm good with that.
Do you have any
RT
further
actually
questions?
fits well because not only Rogue Tie for the squad, but also Rogue Trader. So. I may have other matters to attend to en route to the Mundus Nullius. Will you accompany me?
No. I'm still on mission, and in your absence, my subordinates and I will be checking weapons and finalizing tactics for the assault. In other words, we will be wholly occupied with preparations.
Fair enough. Okay. Board the flagship and await my command.
Acknowledged. Sargona is already dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
Bro, that's so cool. We got the FBI, bro. Alright. I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. I think that was pretty cool that we gotta not only deal with House Orselio, but also the Adeptus Arbites, because now I know how to pronounce that. And it's pretty cool. We're actually gonna go on like a go in and deal with everyone mission. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. Next time we'll, I think, make our way to the north. I think that's where it is, but we'll see once we get our ship. We'll be on the ship, and then we'll see how that goes, and we'll try to help out. I already forgot his name because I'm bad with names at the beginning. We'll help out this Adeptus Arbitus with his mission, and then we will go to, what's it called? Oh yeah, first we'll go to Foulstone, because that's where we need to go first. Then we'll go to this place he wants us to go. The Mundus Nullius system. Oh, we also got to talk to Cassia and Jay on the ship. And this is weird. Josephine. I'll have to look at where that is too. Otherwise we'll leave Phoebus for last, because I feel like this, yeah, I know I've been dragging on chapter 2 for a while, but I just want to get everything done before chapter 2 in case something advances the plot and we lose people or we are not able to do some things, so I'm just doing it now. And I don't get this. Developmental project of the highest difficulty. Developmental. Is that not these? A developmental project. Yeah, development project of the highest difficulty. Unless we get more because we'll advance. Maybe that's why that everything's stopped right now, because it's waiting for the story to advance. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll figure out where this Josephine planet is, where it's supposedly the Gene Stealer Cold is, and I just haven't found it yet. And also I'll try to get back to the ship. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a nice day.